Hello friend, how are you? Welcome to Tripan Study Center. Today we are going to do the chapter of social science and highlighting each and every point of it. Let's see what is our topic today. Impact of the reform movement on Indian society. You know that there is the most important topic here, impact of the reform movement on Indian society. The reform movement where is able to be create a social religious consequence and among there is Indians during to the 19th century. All this movement led to the stress on the rational understanding of social and religious ideas and encouraged a scientific and humanitarian outlook. The reformers felt that the modern idea and culture could be best embedded by the integrating them into the Indian culture stream. The introduction of the modern education and guided the Indian toward to the scientific and rational approach to be life. All the movement work to improve the human's status and criticize the caste system, especially their practice of untouchability. You know that there is an important point here. The introduction of the modern education's guide to be Indian toward a scientific and rational approach to be life. All the movement and working to improve the woman's status and utilize the caste system, especially the practice of untouchability. This movement look for a social unity and stable toward to the liberty, equality, and fraternity. There is the most important here, liberty, equality, and fraternity. That's important. The next point here, important was given to be introduction, especially human education. There is a important word here. Was a given to education, especially women's education. Some legal measures were introduced to be raise their status of women. For example, sati pratha and infanticide were declared of illegal. Sati pratha and infanticide there is a illegal on our society on this period of time. With the remarriage was made possible, their law passed in 1856 and condition of with those improved. A law passed in 1872 and contained to the intercaste and intercommunal marriages. The marriageable age of girls was the raised to be 10 by law passed on 1860. And further, Sardar Act was passed in 1929 and preventing child marriage also. According to it, a girl below to the 14th and boy below to 18 cannot be married. The impact of the effort of this reformer was most evident in the national movement. A large number of women come out of the take part in the freedom struggle. The role of women like a Captain Lakshmi Saigal of Indian National Army. You know that the role of women like a Captain Lakshmi Saigal of Indian Army and Sarojini Naidu, Annie Besant, Arun Ali Salif Ali and many other was extremely important in the freedom struggle. Women now come out of the Pradha and took up the job. There is the most important achievement for the women in this period of time. The president as a effort of the reformer had an immense impact on society. The religious reform movements installed in their mind of Indian greater self-respect and self-confidence and pride in their country. And this reform movement helped many Indians to come to terms with the modern world. People become a more consequence and there is identity as an Indian. It was ultimately responsible for their united struggle against their British in the freedom movement of India. That is the most important achievement of in this time. In the 20th century, especially after 1999, the Indian national movement became a main propaganda of the social reform. Indian language was used to reach the masses, and they also use a novel, drama, short story, poetry, the press, and in the 1930th century, as it used to be cinema to spread their view. The movement promoted the feeling of self-confidence and self-respect, awareness and pluralism and thereby their development of feeling of national consequence. There is a most important achievement. There is self-confidence, self-respect, awareness. Do you remember reading about some of the novel and seeing him a film related to the independent movement? For a beginning, start making a list some such as a author this book and make a list of some film also. Also make a list some of song. Maybe this clue will help us इंसाफ की दगड़ पे बच्चों दिखाओ चल के ये देश है तुम्हारा नेता तुम ही हो कल के और वंदे मातरम and song of the Lata Mangeshkar in the same film. There is a most important moment on the film industries.